All right, let's get right into it. We're talking about something huge today, something that's got the entire digital marketing world on edge. The title of this one's a bit dramatic, I know. SEO in 2026, the death of keywords. But honestly, the question is very, very real. Is everything we know about SEO about to be turned on its head? Let's find out.
So are keywords really dying? Look, if you've ever built a website or written a blog or, tried to sell anything online in the last 2 decades, this question probably gives you a little bit of anxiety, right? It feels like the ground is shifting under our feet and all the old rules are just gone. So what's actually going on here?
Okay, so let's not beat around the bush. The short answer is no. Keywords themselves aren't going anywhere. But, and this is the really important part, that whole strategy we all learned, the one built around obsessing over exact match keywords, hitting a certain keyword density, chasing search volume, yeah, that's becoming obsolete. It's basically a relic. The game has totally fundamentally changed. Okay, so to figure out where we're headed, we've got to look back at how we even got here in the first place. Let's talk about what I'm calling the keyword crisis. And it all starts with the old way of doing things that for a long time actually worked.
I mean, for more than 20 years, the rules were pretty simple, right? You remember this. You'd find your keyword, you'd kind of stuff it into your article a few times, you'd aim for that magic 2 or 3% density, get a few backlinks with that exact keyword in the text, and boom, you were on page 1. It was a formula. A bit clunky, maybe, but it was predictable.
But then, everything changed. Sometime between 2023 and 2025, a perfect storm hit. It was this combination of new tech and just how we, as people, search for things. And it completely shattered that old formula.
It was really 3 massive forces hitting all at once. First, you had AI search just explode into the mainstream, with things like ChatGPT and Google's SGE, that's the search generative experience that puts AI answers right at the top of the page. Second, Google's own algorithm got way smarter, pushing for genuinely helpful content. And third, and this is a big one, we changed. The way we use search is just different now.
And this chart really shows you what I'm talking about. We stopped typing in those weird robotic keyword phrases like best pizza near me. Instead, we started asking real questions. A full 62% of searches are conversational now. And get this, 55% are done with our voice. We're literally having conversations with Google and Siri and the rest.
Okay, but here is the single most shocking number to come out of all this. 78%. Just let that sink in for a second. 78% of all searches are now zero-click. That means the person searching gets their answer right there on the results page from an AI summary or a little snippet box, and they never click on a single website. This is absolutely crucial to understand. Ranking number 1 for a keyword, it doesn't guarantee you traffic anymore. Not at all. All right, so the old way's broken. We get it. That's the bad news. But what's the solution? What do we do now? Let's dive into the new SEO playbook, the one that's going to work for 2026 and beyond.
And this right here perfectly sums up the whole shift. On one side, you have what's dying out, that obsessive focus on exact match keywords, keyword density, all that tactical stuff. And on the other side, you see what's thriving now. It's much bigger picture, much more strategic. We're talking about topic authority, user intent, and experience signals.
So let's break that first one down. Topic authority. What is it? Well, it's not about having the number 1 page for a single keyword anymore. It's about convincing Google that your entire website is the absolute best, most comprehensive resource on a whole subject. Think of it this way. You don't want to be one book. You want to be the entire library.
And here's what that actually looks like in practice. The old approach? You'd write a 1,500-word article to target a keyword. The new approach? It's a whole different beast. You create a massive, maybe 10,000-word pillar page that covers the topic from A to Z. And then you surround it with a whole bunch of smaller, detailed articles that all link back to that main hub. You're building this giant, interconnected web of expertise.
Okay, next up, user intent. And this is a really big mental shift you have to make. It's not about what words someone typed into Google anymore. It's all about understanding why they typed them. What were they hoping to find? Were they trying to learn something new? Were they comparing 2 products? Or were they ready to buy something right now? That why behind the search, it's everything.
So, what does this mean for us? It means we have to stop just blindly chasing keywords that have a ton of search volume. Instead, we need to think like a customer. We have to map out their entire journey, from the very first question they have all the way to their final decision. And our job is to create super helpful content for them at every single one of those steps. We're not keyword targeters anymore, we're problem solvers.
And this next one, this might just be the most important piece of the puzzle. It's called experience demonstration. It's the new E that Google added to their EEAT guidelines. That stands for experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. And they are weighing that first E, experience, very, very heavily now. Basically, Google wants to see content from people who have actually done the thing they're writing about, not just researched it.
So that old method, where you just go read the top 10 articles on Google and then kind of rewrite them in your own words, that is completely dead. It will not work. The new approach is all about showing your work. You need to share original data, your own case studies, actual screenshots, personal stories, unique insights that could only come from real, hands-on experience. It's all about showing, not just telling.
Okay, so that's the theory. That's the new framework. But how do you actually do it? How do you put all this into practice? Let's get really practical here and lay out a concrete action plan you can use to get ready for 2026.
Here's a simple 3-month plan to get the ball rolling. In month 1, it's all about auditing and assessing. Go through everything you've already created and map out the core topics where you are a genuine expert. Then, in month 2, it's time to create. Write that huge pillar piece of content we talked about, and go back and beef up your best old posts with some of that new first-hand experience. And finally, in month 3, you build. You create all those supporting articles for your topic clusters, and you start earning real citations from other credible places.
And this is so important to remember. If the game has completely changed, then the scoreboard has to change too. We have to change how we measure success. Using the old metrics isn't just outdated, it's actually misleading. It'll point you in the wrong direction.
So it's time to stop obsessing over where you rank for one specific keyword. It just doesn't matter as much. Instead, here's what you need to start tracking. First, your topical coverage. How completely do you own your subject? Second, your AI citation rate. This is a new one. It means, is Google's AI using your content to create those little summary answers at the top? And third, real user engagement. Are people actually sticking around and interacting? That's what a winning scoreboard looks like now.
All right, let's wrap this all up with a super simple checklist. Basically, a stop doing this, start doing that list. Stop worrying about keyword density, start building real topical authority. Stop pumping out generic AI content that anyone could make. Start showing your genuine first-hand experience. This isn't just a checklist, It's a whole new philosophy for how we should be creating things for the web.
And I just want to leave you with this one final thought because it really nails everything we've talked about today. Here it is. Keywords aren't dead, but if they're still the center of your SEO strategy in 2026, that strategy is. Think about that. The big question is no longer, how do I rank for this one keyword? The question we all need to be asking now is, how do I become the single most trusted, experienced, and authoritative resource on my entire topic? That's the new game.